Good morning, good morning. I am going to test my audio, so I'm going to make a note in the chat box. Test. I'm just going to write, can you advise if you can hear me? And then, because everyone is in listen-only mode, so I'll just wait to hear back that you can hear me loud and clear. And I'll just make sure my volume is good. And then we will begin in the next moment. Beautiful. I see that it's working, and so we are ready to roll. Fantastic. Well, good morning. Good morning. My name is Susan Prinzing, and I'm the Strategic Account Manager for Royal Caribbean. I am based in Rochester, New York, and I had the pleasure of working with all my branches at AAA Northway, and I so enjoy talking to everyone about our vacations on Royal Caribbean because they are, oh my gosh, I mean, if you haven't cruised, it is so exciting what awaits you. And we have the most amazing crew that are so ecstatic and happy and joyful to be taking good care of you when you're on board. So today, I wanted to really get you excited about some fun options for summer vacations. I know some of our high schools in Rochester are, their summer starts actually probably the end of this week. So there's a lot of excitement and momentum heading into the summer about what to do for your vacations. And we at Royal Caribbean are really in a unique spot because we have a wonderful list of sailings that are everywhere from 3 days out of Florida, 4 days, 5 days out of Bayonne, New Jersey, up to 11 and 12 days out of Bayonne, New Jersey. We even have some longer transatlantic options out of Bayonne, New Jersey. So there's this thread of choice that really prevails, whether it's the onboard experience, lots of choices for entertainment, for dining, and certainly itinerary. And so when talking with my friends at AAA Northway, we decided, let's really call out what we have in terms of inventory and wonderful options where you don't have to fly, and fun for all ages. If you're wondering, how am I going to entertain my kids? How am I going to have a really great vacation? That there's something for everybody. And I really am so proud that Royal Caribbean brings that to the table. So that's what I wanted to do today, is to really share with you some beautiful ideas of vacations this year, this summer, this fall. And the magnificence of AAA Northway is that they're going to make it so easy for you. They're going to literally put it all together. So if you want to not even have to worry about driving, there's motor coach options, and they really can put this all together. So you just have to let them know, I want to go to Royal Caribbean out of Bayonne, or maybe you're looking at some other Northeast options. If you are, maybe you have family near Boston, or maybe you have family near Baltimore. And you'll see in today's presentation that we have a real great assortment of itineraries at your disposal. All right, so in terms of, you might be wondering, well, how is cruising? Where is everybody in terms of, ships on the water and crew, and are you fully back? And, what does the landscape look like of cruising? And we are back to bold. We are completely back as a company. And it was really from all of you that maybe some of you on this call have cruised already. So thank you. We have all 26 ships back in the water. More than 2 million happy guests have sailed and come back refreshed and restored. We have 24 convenient home ports around the globe, and we have proudly sailing to 137 ports of call and growing. And really, nobody does the Caribbean better than we do. I mean, it's in our name. It is plain and clear, and this gorgeous array of blues and teals and aquas, it's ready for you. It's waiting for you, and it's so close by without having to do one flight. So just wanted to call out as well, our promise to you for your safety, our promise to you for your enjoyment, but really it comes down to just a whole complete package of just feeling good from the moment you step on our ships and just feeling safe and knowing that you're going to have a great time with us on board. Healthy ships means healthy guests. So we have, for us, just to recap, so our policy is all guests 12 and older must be fully vaccinated. There is testing required. So for fully vaccinated, so I'm sailing, I am going to have a antigen or PCR test 2 days before the sail date. And you don't have to worry about keeping track of all of this, because when you are working with AAA Northway, you are, talking to someone that's really your advocate and invested in your vacation, and they're going to share these reminders. So it's really just a nice partnership from the moment you decide to go to your return home. And of course, all of our crew is 100% vaccinated, and masks optional. So if you choose to wear a mask, by all means. If you choose not to, that is great too. So we've been very busy in these past few years. We've been getting ready for the wonder of the sea. So another one of our award-winning, to me, it's like the sweetheart class of the fleet, the Oasis class ships. And you see the iconic design of the ships. Where up top, you've got everything from surfing, and we do zip line, and you've got the great kids area. And then you have this amazing aqua theater shows where there's no charge. And you've got synchronized swimmers and high divers and thrilling, incredible music just to keep the beat going. So this is a ship currently over in the Mediterranean right now. She's doing med cruises, rotating out of Barcelona and Rome, and then she will come back to us stateside in November out of Port Canaveral. And just to take a deeper dive, so much like our Oasis class, that class of ship is known for the neighborhoods, right? So we have the entertainment neighborhood, and we have the Central Park and the boardwalk neighborhoods, and we consider our dining a neighborhood, the kids and the teen areas a neighborhood. So we have all of those favorites, and we've actually added an 8th neighborhood, which is our suite neighborhood. This is all waiting for you. Amazing bar area where you could be sitting submerged in the water with your favorite beverage. And again, it's the obvious, but the beauty of a cruise vacation is you are on the water and you seeing this gorgeous vantage point. And to me, it's so refreshing. It's rejuvenating for me. It's grounding. It's peaceful. It's calm. At nighttime, it's so romantic. And so for the suite neighborhood, it's a big ship, yes, but you also have exclusivity to private areas to enjoy your bar. You can be in a beautiful lounge chair right here on this gorgeous suite deck. So in terms of where she is sailing, so when she comes back to us in November, stateside, she'll be out of Port Canaveral, rotating every week, Eastern Caribbean, Western Caribbean, and again, this starts in November, but calling on, very, very popular, iconic destinations like our own private island, Perfect Day, Coco Cay, and the Western Caribbean will call on highlights, Roatan, Honduras, Cozumel, Mexico. And then in the summertime, this gorgeous ship is just going all over to the delectable of Rome and Palma de Mallorca, Spain, Naples, Italy, Sorrento, Capri, also Nice, France. Spectacular. Space still available. AAA Northway reservationists standing by. All right, and I also wanted to really, again, to call to mind how we make it so convenient and a partnership, right? So AAA Northway is going to talk to you about when you go on your vacation. Because if you are really about the itineraries out of Florida, we'll make all those arrangements with your airfare and so on. But if you're looking at, what are my drive options, or what are my options for motor coach, so that I don't have to I can really start relaxing from the moment, we leave the capital area. So we have convenient home ports of Cape Liberty, or you'll hear me call it Bayonne. It's in Bayonne, New Jersey. We also, in addition to Cape Liberty being a year-round home port for us, we also are year-round out of Baltimore, Maryland, and our Boston itinerary is more seasonal, September, October. So to give a visual of where itineraries out of the Northeast go, specifically Cape Liberty. So we have year-round, we're doing 7-night Perfect Day Coco Cay and the Bahamas, and also we'll do a call on Port Canaveral. So if you want to catch some tours to Cape Canaveral or any of the parks, that's your opportunity to do that. In the summertime, early fall, we do 5 nights Bermuda. We overnight in Kings Wharf, Bermuda. And then we also do this gorgeous 9-night Canada, New England. And I challenge you, if you haven't done this itinerary, no matter what age you are, if you can catch it in the fall, as much as I love our New York falls, I think being in Harbor, being into Acadia National Park, that tapestry of color is just nothing short of bucket list sensational. So 9-night Canada, New England, Bar Harbor, Portland, St. John, or we call it St. Awesome, New Brunswick is so fantastic. Great dining, great walking city, and Halifax, Nova Scotia as well. So again, calling out our Bahamas, Bermuda, really iconic. So, I mean, just a whole plethora of shore excursions to take advantage on the water. I've even done biking shore excursions in Nassau, just to catch that up close in front of you. You know, your feet standing on pink sandy beaches of Bermuda is really spectacular. Some even catch some games of golf. This is just a nice visual of where we're sailing from the Northeast. So again, also, you've got your time in Port Canaveral. It's about 45 minutes to Orlando. We also have very popular Cape Canaveral excursions. And then, of course, again, Nassau. So very, a myriad of activities. If you also want to check out Atlantis and their water park in the Bahamas, we have excursions to do that. And then also, we are, in our commercials especially, you'll see our nationwide commercials really calling out what we do so well. This island, Coco Cay, was always part of our itineraries. But I would say, gosh, I mean, now we're going on maybe 3 years that we opened this for our renovations, $250 million of renovations, including this 450 feet high helium balloon. We have zip lining. We have the most amazing water park. And then we have this great relaxing chill vibe on the other half of the island. So let's take a deeper look at our award-winning private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So if we were walking off the ship, the big thing was this was an island we always had to tender to. And because of weather and wavy conditions, it didn't always make sense for the safety of everyone to tender. So a lot of times we would not even call on Coco Cay. So then we decided, well, let's take a look at what's the next level of Perfect Day at Coco Cay? How could we really elevate that experience? Because we're already elevating the onboard experience with all of our ships fleet-wide. And we really want to have a consistent experience, whether it's a 3-day cruise with us or it's a 17-day cruise with us or longer. So we all of a sudden built the pier and the dock, so now we can always call on Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And then when you go to the island, you'll see, I think our next slide is the map. Yep. So on the left side of the island, all the wording in the teal and the blue, so that's our beach areas. That's all complimentary. And there's 3 different beach areas you can explore throughout the day. We have the largest freshwater pool that is so dynamite. Right in the center of the map, you'll see it says Oasis Lagoon. And then just below that, right in the center, it says Splashaway Bay. So that is a little area, actually it's a big area, for the smaller little ones. So if they want to get their feet wet and go on their smaller slides, and there are buckets that will get them wet. And it's just a beautiful area. There's no charge, and it's really great for families with little ones. So now just to kind of see visually, so this on the left side, the Oasis Lagoon, that is our largest freshwater pool. It goes from 0 inches to 3 foot 9 feet. So super great for families with really little ones if you just want to stay in the super shallow areas together. There's seating all around the circumference of this pool. So if you have a drink, you see that little tiki hut, you can be sitting in the pool getting your drinks, but you can also order your drinks and you can sit all around the pool. Sometimes what I'll do is just walk around the pool. It's just so much fun, and there's a great vibe all around. Plenty of umbrella chairs, no charge. So this pool area, the beaches, that's all complimentary. We do have cabanas all throughout the island. And so the typical cabana accommodates up to 6 6 guests. And then you'll see too, we have over the water cabanas in a different area of the park. But just to give you an idea of pricing, again, this is it's hard to just give one price because it really does depend on, with 26 ships, the time of the year, the demand for how our sales are going. So you'll see beach cabanas could start at $299. Again, it's up to 8 guests, but it does give you that exclusivity, more space, great shade. And then you'll see too, when you get into the park areas, you have attendants that will bring your food and your drinks, and just makes for a really spectacular day. So more areas of the free chill side of our Perfect Day Island. And then a great shot. You see even around these trees, like that white kind of border around the trees, like those are all areas where you could rest up against and sit down right in the water. So I love hanging out on the beaches, but I always tend to wind my day down in this area by the pool. It's really something else. And then we talked about a little bit about the kids' thrills. So their little slides. We have a Captain Jill's, like a big pirate ship, and that's all, again, complimentary fun for the real little ones. In terms of other things about the island, so of course on the ship we have our drink packages. If you have purchased one of those, that also works on the island, so you're not paying for drinks in addition to that. So your drink package for the ship also works on the island. If you don't have a drink package, then you would just pay for your drinks like you would any other bar on land. And then we also have lockers all throughout the island. There's no charge for that. The dining on the island is all made right on the island. Nothing is brought from the ship. We have a staff of about 400 crew on the island, as well as a few hundred Bahamian staff that run the different kiosks for different sales of their artwork and clothing and so on. So the Skipper's Grill and the Chill Grill, it's a massive area where you can get, everything from fish, hot dogs, hamburgers, tacos, the most delicious warm chocolate chip cookies, soft serve ice cream, beautiful arrangement of different salads. So it's a nice mix, totally complimentary, extremely delicious. If you were really vying for some chicken wings, they're about $6-7, and that would be the only thing you would pay for. It's at Captain Jack's, and that is the entertainers, the singer. It's like they're singer-songwriters. They're dressed up in, like a captain's pirate kind of a look. But I was so taken by the singers that were entertaining at Captain Jack's bar. But that also is a great spot for chicken wings and French fries. But there is just like a $6-7 charge. So now when we go to the thrill side, so this is our park. So the tallest water slide in all of North America, 13 water slides, a whole myriad of some water slides where you're on a mat where you can race one another. There's also inner tube water slides where you can have 2 or 3 people on. But in terms of, if you want action, if you want speed, this is thrills. This is thrills delivered. The zip line and the balloon are additional experiences on top of the admission fee. So again, with pricing, it all depends on time of year. If sales are slow, I've done the 8-hour water park pass for, it was $55. But in peak summer, or if you're going over Christmas, if you're going over school break, you could see this park pass in the vicinity of 100 or 130. So it really fluctuate, all depending on the demand and how the sales are going. I will say we do offer multiple sales throughout the year. So if there's anything you're interested in, whether it's the internet package, the beverage package, or a shore excursion, or thrill water park, highly encourage you to get that in advance of your vacation because it's always at a discounted rate. So this is a great shot of heading up to this just wonderful circuitry of multiple water slides. Daredevil's Peak, it's 135 feet tall, and it is fast. It is so fast. It's real. For those that love water slides, this whole park delivers, absolutely delivers. This is also a beautiful area honestly one of my favorite in all of Thrill Water Park. It's the wave pool. So you have it's like every maybe 10, 15 minutes, like the whole series of waves come rushing through, and it's just a lot of fun. And there's all these plenty of shaded areas. You'll see too great pops of color in the different cabanas. So you would have a cabana attendant. So these accommodate up to 6 people if you are interested in the cabanas. And this, the cabana rental for the day will include your Thrill Water Park pass. So that might be a nice option if your cabana is like $4.99 and you have 6 people. It may even be a more like a better value to go the route of a cabana to have that extra shade, extra space, an attendant to get your drinks and food, and then you also have the water park admission included. This is Splash Summit. I have done this one. This one is fast as well. You're howling, you're laughing, you're crying, and it goes way too fast, or in terms of the time. Like it's done before you know it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to do it again. I want to do it again. It's almost has this like slingshot tidal wave Splash Summit. It is a blast, and I think I was screaming and laughing at the same time. Just a real great day. And then I love this shot. Just if those are up for some zip line, again, that is in addition to the park entrance fee, but it is a beautiful view of the Bahamas and our private island. Then, a part of Perfect Day Coco Cay, we also have our spacious private beach area, the Cocoa Beach Club, and anyone can purchase an entrance fee or choose to have the day with your over-the-water cabana or beach cabanas in this area. It only accommodates 550 passengers. So in terms of that your own private beach area, your own private space in the Bahamas, this might be a real great option to look into. So again, fluctuating admission price of anywhere, depending on the time of year, could be $80 a person, could be $199 a person. Kids are at a reduced rate, might be another $30 or $40 less. But when you're in the park, when you're in the beach area, higher quality towels, you have your own beach mat if you want to just hang out in the water. You have access to the beautiful infinity pool just outside the open-aired restaurant. The restaurant itself is a much elevated, open-air, elevated cuisine. Just takes it to a whole another, 5-star level. So imagine walking out to our over-the-water cabana. I mean, really, are we in Bora Bora? I mean, hard to say, but this is really so impressive for those that are looking at the real exclusivity of having an over-the-water cabana for your full 8 hours at our private island. So we have seen, and there are some instances where we've even accommodated 10 people, but typically it holds up to 8 people. Again, that range in pricing anywhere from, for all 8 people, the total cost of $9.99 or could be up to $18.99, again, depending on the time of year. But in terms of your over-the-water cabana, so there's great amount of space. You've got your own stocked mini bar. You have an attendant that is walking out to you to refill your drinks, get your food order in the beautiful restaurant. So you've got unlimited supply of Evian bottled water. You have your high-quality beach towels. You have a slide into the ocean. There's a hammock to enjoy the beautiful breezes of the ocean. You've got storage you can lock up. You've got your mini bar all fully stocked. You've got power outlets. You've got a shower to rinse off to get any just to feel nice and refreshed as you're making your way back to the ship. And then you have the complimentary admission to if you want to hang out at the infinity pool or the restaurant. That's another shot of the open-aired restaurant area, the infinity pool. And then also to give you an idea of their menu, so it's grilled Bahamian lobster, filet mignon, garlic tiger prawns. You've got a beautiful Bahamian rum cake or caramel and chocolate brownies. Really nice. And then what you find, too, is that people that go for the Cocoa Beach Club, they really tend to stay there all day. So it does not include the Thrill Water Park Pass. So that would be in addition. But what we find is if you're doing the overwater cabana or if you're opting for this private beach, you're really doing that for the whole time you're there that day. All right. And now let's talk more about what we have in our backyard. So our gorgeous Oasis of the Seas, really the first ship that was groundbreaking and just took the cruise industry by storm. So the Oasis of the Seas is for the summertime. It's a seasonal presence up in Cape Liberty. And then she does May to October, that 7-night perfect day Bahamas. And then that's at Orlando, Bahamas, and then perfect day. So just to give you an idea of best pricing. So if you were telling me, I'll go whenever, when do you have the best rates? So we have, 7-night Bahama neighborhood balconies for $469. So we have interior facing balconies that overlook our gorgeous areas like Central Park or the boardwalk areas. Really, really nice. And so they're priced out. I mean, that price of $469, that's typically what the ocean view would be. And so right now we've got a real great sale, really calling out the beautiful itinerary and pricing for families and friends and loved ones of all ages for this year. The other thing it doesn't always get published in the brochure, but also wanted just to call out. So typically the Oasis, it's a 7-night Bahamas itinerary, but there are different nuances where the Oasis will do a 9-night Eastern Caribbean, and that will go even further to Puerto Rico and St. Martin specifically, in addition to one of our other private islands, Labadee, Haiti. So there's that nice mix of sea days, if you like those, and then some different ports. And then we also have, in June, a 5-night Canada. So that will call on Halifax and St. John. And then we also do a repeat of these itineraries in 23. Anthem of the Seas. So this is a ship that's leaves for the summer to be out of Southampton, and then when she comes back in November, so this is an itinerary that will do that 7-night, or sometimes it's an 8-night Bahamas, Orlando, perfect day, Coco Cay itinerary. But really, to me, the marquee, beautiful standouts are the 11 and 12-night Southern Caribbean. So now you're calling on San Juan, St. Martin, Antigua, 365 beaches for every day of the year, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts. I mean, really stellar. So if you have the time, I encourage you to take a look at those Southern Caribbean from Bayonne. No international flight to get down there. And then we also have, we actually have itineraries all the way through spring of 2024. So there's lots of great pricing now, but if you are thinking further out, we also have those options if you want to lock them in now. Again, itineraries that may not always get printed in the brochure because there's only so much space, but also if you like the idea of, maybe your bucket list is sailing transatlantic. And so you could sail Southampton to New Jersey, get a chance to visit the Azores this October 17th. We also, next year in 23, we'll do Southampton to Cape Liberty, where we'll call on Spain and Portugal. We'll do 2 different areas of the Canary Islands, and also 2 days in Bermuda. So something different to think about with access to our Northeast departure port, home ports. And then the Adventure of the Seas. So this one it really does it all. The Bermuda, 5 nights, 4 5-night Canada, the 9-night Eastern Caribbean, and pairing that with Bermuda. So best opportunities here with the Adventure out of Bayonne would be that 5-night Bermuda. You've got balconies from $599, and I would direct you to ask AAA Northway for dates in September and October. And then, oh my gosh, I flipped out when I saw these itineraries. 17-night Arctic Circle. So you might be thinking, I'm just looking for a 5 or a 7-night, but you might have friends that they're retired, they're looking for something different, places they haven't been. So these are for next year, but just want to call out and just get to start thinking. We have an August 28th itinerary with, 3 different stops in Iceland, overnighting in Iceland. We call in Greenland, and then we always do a lot with Halifax, but not always Sydney, Nova Scotia. So we also include that. And then we also have an additional September 14th of next year, an itinerary round trip Cape Liberty, and that would be 3 stops in Greenland. So a 14-night Greenland itinerary, no international flights. Incredible. And then if you are looking at Baltimore, because it's still very drivable and easy, and some of the Baltimore itineraries calling on the Bahamas do call in Charleston, South Carolina. So it's just a beautiful itinerary to have great options for different shore excursions. So this would, again, a lot of itineraries that mirror what we do out of Bayonne. But if you have family, it's a super easy port to sail from. So also want to let you know that we have year-round presence out of Baltimore. And then Boston is our seasonal September, October. So if it makes sense for you and your family and friends to leave from Boston, that celebrates the 7-night Canada itinerary. Bar Harbor, Portland, Maine, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and St. Awesome. We call it St. John, New Brunswick. The other thing, in case you are, your plans have you in the Florida area, you've got lots of family, or you just happen to be this summer in Florida, I would also, my best opportunity for a really good value would be the 6 nights from Fort Lauderdale. We offer a Western Caribbean itinerary calling on different ports of Mexico on the Allure of the Seas, a sister ship to the Oasis, has all the different neighborhoods. The Broadway show on the Allure is Mamma Mia. The Broadway show on the Oasis is Cats. But they both have, I'm telling you, if you haven't seen our Aqua Theater shows, go, 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 go. It will blow your mind. Really, really so much fun. So we've got great balconies. End of July is actually, the whole month of July has some really good balcony values, but the best rate I saw in the whole summer was the end of July, that 31st date. And then I also, because talk about shaking up the industry with itineraries, we have a 10-month cruise that leaves December 10th of next year and December 10th of 23, returns September 10th of 24. 274 nights, over 60 countries, 150 destinations, plus. Incredible. And if you can't do all 10 months, that's okay, because we also have broken it down into like 2-month or 2.5-month segments. So you see everything from Antarctica to South America. You've got Asia Pacific opportunities. You have more of the Middle East if you want to do Egypt and Petra. And then we also have just more of our expedition, just capitals of culture. So if you have these bucket lists to see the Great Barrier Reef, the Taj Mahal, please know that we have the 10-month voyage, and then we break it out into, could be a 64-night voyage or an 87-night voyage. So all you have to do is just reach out to AAA Northway and we'll make it happen. And then also, for those that have said, I wish your cruises were more all-inclusive. So this is a shot actually on our newer classes of ships, our Royal Suite class. We have loft suites. Some of them accommodate up to 8 people. But you have an upstairs and a downstairs. And we also, when you get into this arena, now you start seeing the beverage package included, your specialty dining included. So if you want to go to the Great Steakhouse, or you want to go to, different specialty dining, that's all included. Your internet package is included. Your gratuities are included. So this might be something, if you already know, I'm doing at least a balcony or maybe a junior suite, you might also want to talk to AAA Northway and ask your favorite cruise specialist what that pricing might be for the date you're looking at. And then just to give you an idea too, really, this is what it's all about. Your private balcony, your access to the ocean. And it sounds so basic, but that's really what we have over the land vacation, that accessibility to be seeing things from the water. And then if you're just curious, well, what does the ocean view look like? And this typically would be what the standard balcony would look like, except instead of the window, you obviously would have that extra square footage for the balcony area. For those that have sailed with us, and I know some have asked about the Key, this is a great program where it does include an internet package. It also includes priority access on and off the ship when you're in port. But the great part is, as soon as you start your vacation, you get on the ship. Instead of if your rooms aren't available or ready because we've been cleaning them, instead of having to sit down in the promenade or find a spot to sit, you get to go to our main dining room. You can hand us your luggage, and you start the vacation with this beautiful leisurely lunch from our Chops Steakhouse, that dining menu. And you sit in the beautiful dining room, and you really just have this relaxed vibe to start your vacation. So everyone in the cabin has to purchase it if you are interested, but it is $24.99 per person per day. But if you already were going to get the internet package, because it includes it, this might be a nice value. So do talk with your AAA Northway branch agent, and they will give you more information on that. All right, and just coming in for a landing, our June promotions. For the month of June, 30% off all guests. If you have anyone in your traveling party, 12 and under, from 3-night sailings and longer. We have, for the rest of this year, starting with sailings July 1st through the end of April of next year, kids sail free. So that is a promotion that has to be booked in the month of June. And I just created this slide this morning because it's literally getting announced today. So we have, in addition to 30% off, you can call AAA Northway and also take advantage of our flash sale. So depending on how long the cruise is, if you're looking at a balcony for 7 nights on the Oasis out of Bayonne, it's another $100 off that 30% off rate. And some of you might be on this call because they have future cruise credits and you want some ideas and you don't want to have to fly. You just want that convenience of getting to the ocean and letting us doing all the transportation for you. So if you have a future cruise credit and you are going to redeem it in this sale window, so June 9th through June 13th, you get $100 onboard credit to spend at sea. So take that into consideration if you have a future cruise credit and you're trying to find a great sailing to enjoy. And we also have free upgrades, so balconies for the price of the ocean view. And that is, we're really targeting our Northeast presence on the Oasis and the Anthem. And then you may have family on the West Coast, or you might want to sail on Navigator. We also have free upgrades out of Los Angeles. And the beauty of working with AAA Northway is that they are our largest partner. AAA is our largest partner, hands down. So we have amenities every single ship, every single sail day. So you have sparkling wine and a fruit basket to welcome you when you get on board. Thank you, AAA. And then if you're booking a balcony or higher category on any of our sail dates, there's onboard credit based on how long the cruise is. And then if you have a 7-night or longer and you're booked in a balcony or higher, you have that great option for a printed 8x10 photo or a digital photo. So why not get that holiday photo taken care of right when you're on board with us? The other thing, too, is in addition to these beautiful amenities that you have with AAA Northway, they also have exclusive rates. So really take a look. I wanted to call out their best. They have a whole myriad of group dates, but all of these dates listed here, their pricing is better than if AAA were to call and just book an individual cabin. The rates are higher than what AAA has on these group dates. So your best bet for Anthem of the Seas on a 7-night Bahamas and Perfect Day would be December 3rd of 23. AAA's rates are $250 less than our current rates in the marketplace. The Oasis for next year, that ship is, in addition to it being in the summertime out of Bayonne, for the rest of the year, it's out of Miami. So this is a ship that when it's out of Miami would do Labadee, Haiti, San Juan, St. Thomas, and Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Their balconies, yes, are $525 less. That's when you call AAA Northway. Incredible. And then our newest ship in our fleet is the Wonder. The Wonder of the Seas does a 7-night Eastern Caribbean from Orlando. Calls on Perfect Day at Coco Cay, St. Thomas, and St. Martin. And so you've got some October and November dates to work with, and both of them have an access. The November date has rates $118 less, and the October date has $330 less balcony. So really all around, it just makes complete sense to work with AAA Northway because also you're working with the most amazing team. Dynamite. If you're in Vestal, if you're in Plattsburgh, if you're in Saratoga, these are agents that have sailed some of them with me this past year. So they've been out, they've been traveling, they are having a beautiful time on our ships. They're very seasoned. They know our product backwards and forwards. And they want to take really good care of you. So please, I encourage you to give them a call, send them an email, send them a note, come in the office, because we are so excited to be helping you plan your vacation. And again, the ease of no flights. We have so many convenient options from our Northeast departure points. And with that, just a big, huge hugs to all of you and thank yous. And I'm just going to check and see if there are any questions. And if not, the beautiful thing is, no matter where you're located, you have access to all of your friends and your favorite cruise specialist at AAA Northway, and they know how to reach me, and they can send me questions, and I can get those answered and back to you. All right, so I'm going to send you on your way back to your days. I hope you enjoy this mini vacation with me for the past few moments, and I really, really hope you consider a cruise from the Northeast or any of our departure points in 2022. Bon voyage. Thanks so much.